All right, we're back. Apparently, I was informed by my PC there was some glitch, some bugs which were happening. Well, if you're dealing with, sorry, that's Delhi pollution. So I was saying, if you're dealing with electronics and you're dealing with something online, glitches and bugs tend to keep on happening. One such happened right about now. But that does not deter us from the task at hand. We have two players ready to
Yes.
be introduced. So let's start off with Prashant P. Pandey. All right, that's Prashant P. Pandey for you guys. One of the contestants here in today's Clash Royale game, Angie.
Yes, he sits fourth on the board. He's secured 18 points for himself, 6 victories, 2 losses, and looking very fine for himself. He could mostly make it to the land finale if there's going to be a little bit of issue between Seth and Sushil. I think Prashant could really get a slot to seeing it on land finale. Of course, players who play online, when they come on land, they have a complete different gameplay that we see. If you talk to our casters or Gotham Workaholic, he will tell you that it's very difficult to play on land when you compare it to playing to an online matchup, because there you're sitting in your comfort zone, you're sitting in the power of your home. But when you're on land, there are so many things that come into
The
consideration.
pressure of people watching you
Yes.
perform live.
Definitely. And more than that, I mean, Suteekshan, I hope that his performance considerably, consistently stays the same even on land, because he's such a fantastic player. We had this player before, I think his name was Jamit, if I'm not wrong. When he used to play online, he had a complete different gameplay. But when he would come on land, he had a complete different gameplay. And I hope that same thing doesn't happen to Suteekshan.
All right, so then let's quickly take a look at the opposition here. Suteekshan Beast Joshi. Well, we're back again with the action here. Suteekshan Beast Joshi, the opponent for Prashant P. Pandey. In fact, if we can get the player cards, we can
Yeah.
take a deeper look at these two players. Yes, not much of a difference when it comes to the trophies. Favorite cards: Golem for PP, Spare Goblin for Beast.
Well, look at his 3 crown victories, though. He's sitting with 3,000 3 crown
But
victories
definitely,
compared
but
to
again,
Seth.
again, if you see the 3 crown victories, I would take into accordance of the fact that he's also played 14,000 games.
Yeah.
PP has secured 3 crown victories after 14,000 games, whereas Suteekshan, after playing roughly around 9,600 games, he's secured like 300 shy of 1,000 3 crown victories. But
But
what's
that
really
makes
important
that
is
makes
after.
sense. I mean, his gameplay is such where he really just concentrates on taking down one tower and then just holding his defense strong.
True, but if you look at the stats, it's not just the 3 crown victories. It's also the fact that both of them have achieved the midway mark, because the
Yeah.
total number of games played for PP is 14,679,
Yeah.
and he's managed to have wins which are roughly around halfway mark there.
Yeah.
But surprisingly, even though the 3 crown victories are less, Suteekshan Beast Joshi in his typical format, if you see, he's secured 9,600 games something, and he's got a 4418 like number of wins.
Wins.
So that's also like halfway. It's just
That
that
is
he
pretty
hasn't
cool.
gone for the 3 crown victories as much as
Yeah. And that
PP.
really doesn't matter. I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't come down to how many crowns you take. It just comes down to who wins the game. And I think Sudekshan is going very strong even in his general Clash Royale games. But talking about their favorite cards, we talk Spear Goblins for Sutekshan and Golem being the favorite for Prashant. If you could just bring up the ban cards, I'll be able to see what they're up to.
Golem and the
Sutekshan
Fireball.
and the Fireball. Now, I do like that ban for Prashant. The Fireball, very devastating even to cards like the Three Musketeers. We saw it even in yesterday's matchup. Just the Fireball and you just drop down a Valkyrie, a Mini P.E.K.K.A, and the Musketeers go totally useless. That also makes me think that Prashant mostly is opting to play something like the Three Musketeers. He also likes to play the Dark Prince and the Giant combination quite a bit. I want to see whether Suteekshan, on the other hand, will try to use his battle ram. He also likes to use the lava and the balloon combination. If he does, I mean, it's a long bunch of matches. They could definitely try and, mix up their decks a little bit and see what we have in store for them. But very exciting match for me to watch.
All right, so then let's bank on the excitement here and take it forward. In fact, let our main man take it forward. Gotham Workaholic, the gentle giant with a heart of gold when it comes to Clash Royale, but not CS. Over to you, Over to you, gentlemen.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, first of all, to Vagish and Zara for giving that excellent intro to me, got the workaholic Vic, and I hope everything is working just fine in production because I have moved my position a little bit. I am in a more comfortable spot right now, and we have an excellent game today between Beast and PP. This game is actually going to be legendary, I tell you. PP and Beast, two very strong players of the ESL Masters League, and Beast actually is pretty much, I believe he's number one or number two. He's been playing like a beast, and he was pretty much undefeated. Finally lost a game to someone actually just few days ago. That was an exciting game also. So I believe he lost to Mukul. He lost a game to Mukul, and he has been quite a formidable opponent for anyone he's been playing against. And I actually have to say, I expect him to win this best of five just because how good he is, and I really do actually expect him to win this best of five. However, he's known to lose a game or two here or there, but that's okay. And this is my prediction before going to this first match, and we're already a minute and 35 seconds into this game, so let's see what's gonna transpire here. A Pekka moving against another Pekka on the field. They'll be taking a few shots at each other. However, the blue Pekka will expire prior because simply because the tower's helping him out, and he was already a little low on health before he got there. Nice poison there to take out damage two buildings together, and also damaging some goblins. Also aggressive miner being placed, and Prashant kind of misjudged the position of that miner. He figured he'll come up at the back, but Beast dropped the miner right in the front actually. So this is actually some mini games that happen between the game itself. Wow, that ghost duly distracted because ghosts are invisible at spawn, so he didn't, both the ghosts didn't actually end up seeing each other. Defensive miner coming in will be taken out fairly quickly, and PP spending a lot of elixir defending this push, and here comes an offensive poison by Beast, and seems like Beast is going to take more damage from that poison. Poison bringing a lot of value. PP puts down a goblin hut of his own, and again miner chipping away at that building. Beast seems to be coming out on top every single time as far as it goes to the chip damage. Prashant will probably log this now to take care of the Zappies, however still in good health. Tower is still twice as much health as his opponent. Another cycle for Miner for Beast should help him close this game. Again, now Miner. Wow, Pekka actually dropped in the back. This tower will take some damage because of the Pekka being dropped in the back. 122, 52 health. Finally, that tower goes down. And that was quite a commitment there by Prashant. He put down a Pekka right next to that Miner. It was a good distraction. Of course, it's a good unit to take out the Pekka. However, Pekka was required up front to defend. However, choosing to put it behind there because he didn't have much of an option at that point. That cost him that game, and he lost the first match of this best of five between Beast and PP. Off to an early strong lead. Beast, I am wondering how PP will come back from this defeat in the very first game. Would like to add, PP again is a strong player. I do also expect him to make it to the LAN. However, Beast has kind of solidified his position, and he's currently at the top spot. Beast has only lost a single game, and I believe he lost that to Mukul 8-bit. PP currently stands at 3. Of course, every loss PP takes will keep pushing him down, but PP still has a lot of games to go. He's only played 8 games so far in the Masters League. So it's going to be quite interesting how these things are going to pan out. Similar decks, no changes have been made but we do see one change. That's a rocket, and he has a minion horde and 3 musketeers. Wow, that's an expensive deck. But I will let's see if that catches Beast off guard, and because he will not have will he have enough damage to take out the 3 musketeers? Because 3 musketeers will do very well against the Pekka if used defensively. And if he can surprise Beast with 3 musketeers at the end of the day, this will be quite a surprise for him. So here comes the normal miner poison combo. That's Beast's complete strategy right there. This is exactly what he wants to do, and I liked how Beast kind of took that damage to reveal the big card, which is the minion horde. They will quickly eat away at the tower because Beast was clearly not expecting. Beast was expecting something because clearly Prashant didn't make a move when the poison and miner came out. But I guess he was not expecting that. So that miner and minion horde bringing the tower down to 200 health. Prashant off to a great start. Remember, he has a rocket, so if he decides to, he can take out the tower any point in the game. A lot of units being placed right in the middle. The hut seems to be the major target right now. Beast does not want to deal with that hut at all. He's like, I don't like that hut, and I'm going to take out that hut under any circumstances. Prashant, if you look at quite a lot of units he has, they're fairly expensive. They're hogging down at his deck at the moment. And with only 56 seconds left on the clock and double elixir time, maybe now we'll get to see big cards being dropped. He has enough elixir to now drop actually 3 musketeers. However, he decides to actually drop a hut again. Pekka out on the field, distracted, wants to go for the hut. The minion horde also coming out, doing a lot of damage here. The poison comes out to take out the minion, but the damage pretty much done already. The Pekka has gone down. Prashant still holding on to the 3 musketeers. Another defensive hut being put down. There's a miner chipping away at the back. He's doing a lot of damage. Few other units also coming in to help. And finally, he takes down the building on the left. Now he has to just defend for 11 seconds, but look at the health of that tower. It's only 72 health left. And poison will come out to take it out. There's slight lag here, but seems like there's just too much going on in the game, which is slowly bogging it down. It's quite interesting to see game getting stuck like this. 3 musketeers are finally revealed in overtime, and Beast now needs to figure out what's he planning to do. He's going to probably put a Pekka right in the middle of the 3 musketeers, 2 musketeers actually, and the Pekka comes out, single swings the 2 musketeer, and minion horde will come here also. Is he going to use the poison? No, rather puts down the zappies. Zappies will also be taken out fairly quickly. They trade actually pretty well. This is quite surprising to see. 3 zappies traded pretty well. Musketeers are out on the field again. Beast now needs to figure out how he's planning to defend this. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in overtime, and this seems like this is a very close game. How is Beast going to defend this big push? The zappies come out. They have been quickly cleared out. The minion horde still alive, doing some damage around. So does the miner, also comes down. Beast seems like he's in a lot of trouble, and tower down to 900 health. Well played coming out of Beast. The 3 musketeers very aggressively put right in the middle, and nothing can stop them. Good game and well played coming out of Beast. That was a fairly long game between these two, but however, Prashant coming out on top. Again, let me just put this in context. Prashant is number 3 on the Masters standing, whereas Beast is on number 1. Both these players are very, very strong. My predictions still going in favor of Beast because he is actually statistically better. Actually, there's nothing more to it. I'm rooting for Beast because he's been an absolute beast this season, and I expect nothing less from him but to take this whole series at a 10-1 record there. So only 1 loss and 10 wins. Let's see what's the next game has in store for us. And there we go. Finally, some changes in the deck. And good luck and thank you coming out by Beast. And Prashant, we see an interesting card here. He has the heal card alongside. That's the change that he's made. I'm guessing he's expecting his opponent to still have the same deck, the poison miner deck. And Prashant very, very aggressively actually putting down the 3 musketeers. And this is his whole plan. He is actually going to use the heal. But look at this. He has brought in the Sparky. And this is going to be a lot of damage. A nice zap coming in to defend against this. But heal card is definitely not going to work out for him because the damage that Sparky brings is just too much. And Sparky is also a great defending unit because look at the damage he's going to push out now. Look at that. The amount of damage that Pekka took was amazing. Bringing it down to less than half health in one shot. Pekka will now not be able to bring a lot of value in this match. And even the 3 musketeers will be the Sparky can actually kill 2 musketeers together in one shot, Prashant now probably looking to switch around his strategy. He's going to be tanking these units and dropping down this combo on the right. Nice zap for a lot of zaps actually coming out. Now Barbarians are out on the field. They're looking for blood. And here comes the bats to help clear that out. Prashant looking fairly strong. And finally revealing his minion horde there. But if you keep this in mind, look at the tower on the left. That was one big push thanks to the Sparky. Look at the damage that the tower took on the left. And this is going to be a fairly difficult game for Prashant to close out. He needs to figure out how is he planning to do damage to his opponent, who actually has a lot of great defensive units in his arsenal there. So it's going to be quite interesting outlook to see this game panning out. Minion horde zapped away fairly quickly. A heal card being used. However, so many minions already lost. This is going to be quite a waste of elixir here because they could not get any value out of this. So the bats are out in loose, and the giant still alive, now hitting the tower. That's a lot of hits that the tower is going to tank there, and bringing it down less than 800 health. This is going to be a game that's slowly moving in Beast's favor. A P.E.K.K.A being dropped by PP. Beast opting for a Sparky there. Sparky fully charged up. Does Prashant have a zap for this? He's actually split his units on the left hand side. This is going to be quite a push that he needs to bring in. The heal also comes out, healing all the units fairly quickly. And a zap is required on the left. Finally drops down. Good defense on the right, by the way. And a poison finally comes out. Beast is going to be taking this game in his favor. That was quite an interesting game, and it was nice to see Beast coming out on top there, because he held on like next level holding, like next level defense there between these two opponents. And we have still 2 more games to go. Score is only 2-1, and it's a best of 5. So things have not changed a lot. Prashant now actually needs to win 2 games in a row if he wants to take this game. If he wants to take this best of 5. Beast already in a fairly comfortable spot there, taking a lead of 1. He needs to he needs 1 single game to win this best of 5. So we're going to be rolling into the next game right away, and let's see how things have changed. And a lot of things have changed for Beast. I see he's opted for the balloon this time, and not only just the balloon, he's gone for the lava loon deck with the flying barrel. So it's going to be quite interesting to see how Prashant is going to react to this. Prashant already revealing his big card, and that is the Goblin Hut. Now he needs to figure out how he's going to deal with that Goblin Hut, because he's not been able to do a lot of damage to it. So well defended there by Prashant, and Beast now saving up to do the big push, and he's going to drop the Lava Hound all the way in the back. Yes, he's dropping the Lava Hound, and he's going to supplement that Lava Hound with some units behind it. And now Prashant looking at this as an opportunity to push on ground. Drops a lot of units there. Miner also dropped, which was taken care of, and the Ghost also comes out. So look at this, how he has punished his opponent for dropping the Lava Loon combo. That balloon complete in full health right now. Poison also dropped. The balloon finally makes contact and will be able to drop 2 bombs before going down, bringing the tower's health down to 490. Wow. Beast off to a great start. Prashant now knows and will be punishing his opponents from making such crazy moves. And I'm interested in seeing how Prashant will play the moment he sees a Lava Hound being dropped. Interesting other card that Beast is yet to reveal, as he has Lightning. He could lightning these towers down also, any big units coming out. And finally, the Lightning strikes, and he actually missed the Miner, I believe, but it got the tower and got the Goblin Hut. So the job well done, but remember that was 6 elixirs spent there, and he doesn't have a lot to stop this push. But he manages. He manages pretty well. Still in a great shape. Beast Tower is at 900 compared to Prashant, who is 197. 52 seconds left on the clock. This is a double elixir time. So it's now and never for PP, because he needs to figure out how is he going to bring down that tower. drops the Pekka at the very back. And here comes another zap. 40 seconds left on the clock. Will that Pekka be able to make it across and take this tower down in the next 32 seconds? We will find out right away. Let's see. A balloon dropped aggressively on the right hand side. A goblin hut comes in, so that means there's going to be not a lot of push coming in there. Pekka being distracted completely on the other side because that's the only unit that'll be helping to bring this tower down. Pekka again distracted with more units. Does he have enough time? 12 seconds. The Pekka is almost to the tower and brings it down. We are going into overtime, ladies and gentlemen. And there comes the lightning to help him out. He is completely surrounded with units, but that Mega Minion just taking free pot shots at everything. And Prashant finally able to pull this match into a draw. Beast now needs to make something happen. There's only 2 minutes and 48 seconds left on the clock. The Lava Loon combo has been dropped, and here comes the balloon. He's going straight for the kill. There's nothing stopping him. There is an Eviz just slowing him down a little bit at a time. However, balloon, wow, look at the Pekka has actually made it to the tower. Balloon does bring a lot of damage. The Pekka now stopped by the Royal Guard. Great unit to face off against the Pekka, and even a graveyard being brought down. That's a lot of units. A lot of cheap units being used to defend against this. Very well defended. Here comes the Pekka again, dropped very aggressively. You do not want that Pekka touching your tower. What are you going to do? Just bring out a lot of damage. The Pekka quickly taken care of. Now Prashant is saying good game. He has no answer to Beast's defense because his defense is next level at the moment. The miner coming in, I believe this is a waste of a miner, by the way. I guess he just figured that he'll not be able to defend against this balloon, who is now going for the main tower. So balloon, the moment he touches this tower, this is GG. And there you go. Good game coming out. And Beast coming at a 3-1 victory. Beast completely, look at his record right now. 9-1 is his record. 10 games played, Beast has won 9 out of them and lost just a single game. He's been an absolute beast throughout the tournament, man. I'm really looking forward to seeing him at the LAN event. However, for now, we have to move on to Counter-Strike very, very soon. I'll pass it back to the analyst table, who can do a bigger, in-depth breakdown of this game. Back to you, Vagish and Zara. Take care, guys.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the studio segment. First of all, shout out to Gautam Workaholic Work for doing an amazing job at casting every single time. Noted. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is the ESL India Premiership 2018 Summer Seasons' Masters League. And now we see Suteekshan based Joshi adding one more win from that total number of games played.
I think he's
PP
the only
Pandey.
player to have won 10 games so easily. And I wouldn't say easily because Prashant put up an amazing set of games against him. If we talk about just breaking them down, each game had something so different in them. If we talk about the first game where there was the Pekka, there were the Zappies, both the players had Pekkas actually. The only mistake that PP really made was he did not calculate the elixir at the last minute. He did send the miner, and to defeat the miner he used the Pekka, which kind of caused him to lose control and not see that there was so much ongoing push coming against him other than the miners. So that would be the only mistake he really made in the first game. If you go to the second game, this is where PP really showed me he has different strategies that it's totally different from the rest of the players. He played the combination of a miner and the minion horde. Now the minion horde, I don't know how many people know this, but it has quite a high damage rate, and the only reason he kind of took that game off Suteekshan would be that he really just followed the combination, and Suteekshan had nothing really to really hold up against an air defense coming in from Prashant, and that's why he took the game. He did have the 3 musketeers, he did have the log and the goblin hut, and yes, the 3 musketeers very strong for him, but he didn't really even need that. With the miner and the minion horde, the placements of Prashant coming in was so perfect that he kind of just took down the first star, and then I mean, Suteekshan just realized that, hey, you know what? I shouldn't have really played the same deck as I played in the first game. That is one of the reasons why Prashant really got to take the game, because he knew that, okay, if Suteekshan plays the same deck again, he doesn't really have the air defense to kind of defend against my minion horde. And that's what he's going to do against that. That's one of the reasons why he even banned out the Fireball, because Fireball and the arrows are two basic cards to kind of defend against the strong minion horde push. The Zap, of course, helps. It reduces their HP by half, but it doesn't really take them down completely. So if you have something like a tank or like a miner sitting in the front lines, the minion horde still get that much time to kind of do damage. And Prashant did that calculation and he took the game, which gave me a lot of confidence, because I really thought that he may take more games than that after that game. But you know, Suteekshan, once you kind of give him one loss, he kind of, you know, is like, buckle up, I'll show you what my real gameplay is. And that's what happened in the third game. He played his giant, he played his goblin gang, he brought out his spear goblins, which are his main cards. And maybe in that kind of lineup, if Prashant had followed his first deck, which had a royal ghost in it, he would have been able to defend it really well. But he didn't opt to do that, which is a little surprising. He decided to go with the three musketeers. He added the P.E.K.K.A. to the list, and he added the battle ram, which means if you're going to go in with so much of aggression, Suteekshan just knows how to defend. And that's what he really did. He made sure that, okay, you know what, maybe the second game you felt I gave you that chance, that opening, doesn't mean that you can go all aggressive on me. And that was the mistake Prashant ended up making. Going to the fourth game, which is the last game of this whole best of 5. I mean, the most beautiful part about Suteekshan is once you give him one loss, he kind of just plays a complete different gameplay. He plays his most confident decks. He went to the lava balloon combination. Now, if Prashant did have his minion horde back into his deck, he would have been able to defend much better, not giving Suteekshan the chance to really take down his stars so quickly. He did try to hold his defense very strong in the second round, where he kind of aimed for the goblin hut to be taken down by the balloon and not really reach his tower. But to that again, Suteekshan knew that, okay, you know what, you have the P.E.K.K.A. I know that. I'm going to first defend your big card that's going to come towards me, and then I'm going to send you something which really you don't have an answer for. And that's why he even called the well played. Well before it was even 600 HP on his tower, he was like, well played, because he knew that once the lava and the balloon hit his star, there's nothing really much that Prashant could do against a push like that.
No.
And that's how he's always played. And Suteekshan again secured another victory. Very happy for the guy. He's got very versatile gameplay. At the same time, he understands what are the weaknesses of his opponents, and he kind of always plays to that weakness. And I think that is why as of now he sits on top of the leaderboard.
Alrighty then, well, that sums up the Clash Royale game we had for ladies German. We will be taking a short commercial break. On the other side, we have an entire game of CSGO lined up, so don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.